What's up, you guys? Okay, um, I wanted to talk about something. Um, with my friends and a lot of people that I know, um, past relationships and things of that nature, they've gotten their heart broken and taken that broken heart and used it as a reason why they didn't want to be open, why they didn't want to love, why they were scared. And that asks me, do I believe that with your first love, with that first deep love, you only love them that way? Yes, I do believe that. I do believe that that first love, you love unconditionally, uncovered, and unknowing. You think that the sky is purple if they tell you that because, it's all new to you, you know? And then if they break your heart, then it's kind of like you almost feel like you shouldn't have gave all of yourself, which I understand. But in the same sense, why take someone who doesn't deserve it, doesn't deserve to be number one, and put them first? You know what I'm saying? Like that person might get into another relationship and treat that person differently than they did their ex because they feel like if they treat them like they treated their ex, that they're gonna miss out. But the problem with that is you might just be missing out on a good woman because you have issues with an ex, because you don't know how to get over the things that happened in your past. You cannot control if somebody hurts you. You can only control how you deal with it. You can only control if you let it affect you so bad that you wind up missing out on a good woman, a good person. You know what I'm saying? Um, I've heard often, too often, people say, "Oh, well, I've been hurt, my heart's been broken. That's why I don't trust people." Da 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 da. And it's like, to me, it's a cop out. Everybody's had their heart broken once. Some people handle it a little differently, but everybody's been hurt. There should be no reason for a lack of trust. Don't be in a relationship with someone. Don't trust them and use what you've been through against them. What That's crazy to me, And not expect that person to get tired of constantly having to prove to you that you have nothing to worry about. See, kind of like with the Erykah Badu song, "Bag Lady." Um, it's all about baggage, from the past, and you bringing it into your relationship, whether that baggage be um, issues from when you were a child on to ex issues. And when you start to do that, you start to bring all those issues that you might have had with someone else into the relationship, where you start tripping on them about things that you should have tripped on your ex about, but you didn't, and you take it out on that next person. You take it in every aspect, whether it might be the way you treat them, the way you don't treat them, how open you are, how much you let them see, how much you give of yourself, um, how hard you love, and the things that you get insecure about. Like the people that, because they've been cheated on or been abused mentally, physically, whatever, that they treat another person in that same manner, whether they cheat or whatever. It's to me, it's the craziest things in the world. You know, how do you come into a relationship with that? I learned my lesson. No more talking to girls who have ex issues, because my thing was, I've realized my weakness when it comes to women. Um, a broken heart. A woman who's hurting, it's like I want to save them. I don't want to see them hurt. I don't want to see them cry. I don't want to hear that they're in pain. And so when I see that, it makes me want to save them. And then I wind up liking them. And then I get pissed off at myself because they have issues, baggage, things going on. Um, and you can only be mad at yourself at that point because you saw it coming. You knew that they had those issues. So no, I'm not mad at all. I'm not hurt. For me, it's just baggage. Why so much baggage? Like, why do we waste so much time actually dragging along the past? You cannot change what that person did to you, whether they cheated, whether they lied. Um, Pay closer attention to the signs, but don't push people away just because you're scared you might get hurt. Because you know what, you can spend the rest of your life worrying about getting hurt and miss out on a good woman that could have really showed you what love was about because you have issues. And then turn around and look at life and go, well, damn, I missed out. Yeah, you missed out. You sure did. Because that person has moved on now and wants nothing to do with your issues, your lack of trust. See, I've been there. I've been in a situation where I've looked at women, really like that person, overlooked that they had ex issues, and thought, maybe I could change her mind and make her understand that she can be loved right, show her what real love is about. If that person isn't ready, they're not ready. If they're not ready to be loved, they're not ready. If they're not ready to show love, they're not ready. No matter how much they want to try to be. And often people try to rush into another relationship after being broke up because they want a distraction almost, a way to get that person out their mind. But that is the quickest way to getting hurt, to hurting someone else, because you're not over that person yet. Your heart needs time to heal. When you've gotten out of a relationship and you've broken up with someone that you've been with for a long time, or y'all had a bad breakup and things might have happened, you need time. You do. Your heart needs time to rebuild itself, to learn how to trust again. Otherwise, you're going to get into a relationship and it's going to be a lot of heartache and pain. It's going to be a lot of issues, going to be a lot of problems, and you're going to wind up missing out and ruining something that could have been good because you weren't ready. Because you weren't ready to take that step and be in another committed relationship. You still had a lot of issues with you. It's crazy, but it's so true. We've all done it. As soon as we break up with that person, we're trying to talk to somebody else, not trying to get with them most likely, but more of trying to distract ourselves. Whether we're hanging out with our friends all the time, or we're always trying to meet new people because we're trying to distract ourselves. And then sometimes what often happens in that situation, when you jump into another relationship or jump into talking to someone else right after you get out of a bad relationship or after you get out of a relationship in general, you wind up transferring those feelings and those emotions into your next relationship, whether those emotions be negative or positive, whether you were so in love with your ex and then soon you find this other person that you really like and you confuse that with love. It's crazy, but it's true. And I've more than often seen that happen. I've actually been on the receiving end of that, where somebody transferred those emotions into me, and it was always negative ones. The worries of if I would cheat and all this other crap, and not realizing that in the same sense, it was driving me nuts. So they lost out. So, food for thought here. Make sure before you jump into another relationship that you truly over your ex, truly over all the pain. And the only way to, in the next video I'm going to do is going to talk about that, but make sure that you are truly over it before you jump into another relationship. Otherwise, you're going to drag all the baggage from the other relationship into the new one, and then watch the turmoil unfold. So make sure there's no baggage. Make sure you're not hanging on to anything that you need to let go. Move on. See what's right in front of you.